What up, though? N.B. Forrest, dealer in slaves, number 87 Adams Street, Memphis, Tennessee, has just received from North Carolina 25 likely young Negroes to which he desires to call the attention of purchasers. He will be in the regular receipt of Negroes from North and South Carolina every month. His Negro Depot is one of the most complete and commodious establishments of the kind in the southern country, and his regulations exact and systematic, cleanliness, neatness, and comfort being strictly observed and enforced. His aim is to furnish the customers. His aim is to furnish to customers A1 servants and field hands, sound and perfect in body and mind. Negroes taken on commission, January 21st. Charlestown, July 24th, 1769. To be sold on Thursday, the 3rd day of August next, a cargo of 94 prime healthy Negroes, consisting of 39 men, 15 boys, 24 women, and 16 girls, just arrived in the Brigantine Dembia. Francis Bear, master, from Sierra Leone, by David and John Diaz. Pay attention to the figures. Pay attention to the figures. And also, Dane Calloway brought something to my attention with this particular flyer. The different fonts of the words, as well as the border. It all speaks to some type of software, which we know in 1769 there was no Microsoft, there was no software. However, it was important that whoever made this flyer add these figures to represent the Negroes. Let's shake it. To be sold on board the ship Bance land, or I can't make that out, on Tuesday the 6th of May next at Ashley Ferry, a choice cargo of about 250 fine healthy Negroes just arrived from the Windward and Rice coast. The utmost care has already been taken and shall be continued to keep them free from the least danger of being infected with the smallpox. No boat having been on board, and all other communication with people from Charlestown prevented. Austin, Lawrence, and Appleby. NB, full one half of the above Negroes have had the smallpox in their own country. Again, pay attention to the perceived importance of adding these figures on each side of the flyer. As you can see, these figures are in contrast to the white background of the paper. These figures are made black or very dark. If you can see, they have the feather waistbands as well as the feather headdress with the feather sticking straight up, and on the waistband the feathers going down. Pay attention to the figures. These are Negro slaves. These is what are called Negro slaves. I know this is different from what you expect when you see a flyer, or as some may say, the auction block. Slaves on auction. Negroes just arrived from the Windward and Rice Coast. The utmost care has already been taken and shall be continued to keep them free from the least danger of being infected with the smallpox. No boat having been on board, and all other communication with people from Charlestown prevented. See these figures? Negroes, slaves. What many of you, or maybe some of you, would assume is that these slaves that are going to be put on the auction block or sold are from a far off land and not America. Pay attention to the figures. And here we have an emblem of America. Look at the two little homies right there. Do they look familiar? Let's go back up. Look what the little homies have on. They have the head dress with feathers sticking straight up. They have the waistband with feathers sticking down. One has a bow. One has a battle axe, appears to be. It's an emblem of America. Look at the two little figures. And look at these figures. And this is on an invitation or a flyer for slave labor, slave auction. These don't look like slaves. They look well taken care of. Two shorties, cut up in the best shape, moving and shaking. An emblem of America. Insight Global. 5 reasons to work with a staffing agency. Hire quickly, gain access to qualified candidates, improve employee retention, streamline the hiring process, save money. Temp agency. Top 10 staffing companies in USA. Have any of you worked for these temp agencies? Have any of these top 10 staffing companies in the U.S. sold you to a company for a temp assignment, perhaps a temp to hire assignment? I see a couple on there that I'm pretty familiar with. Day laborer hiring area. Is this the auction minus the stage? Or is the sidewalk the stage? Happy Labor Day, September 4th. Do the right thing.